Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are starting the 31 days of Halloween, or horror, whatever you call it. I'm gonna be posting every day, so stay tuned for that. And the first day, we're ranking all the Halloween movies. If you guys don't know, I am a big fanatic of Halloween, so we're gonna rank them all. And starting with, so this is S tier, A, B, C, D. You get what I mean. So yeah, let's start with the first one. We're gonna probably work. Let's start with the good ones, the good movies that I would watch over and over again. So first, we're gonna put Halloween at S tier. It's literally just a classic. Like, I don't know what you mean. It's great. It's got a lot of suspensive horror. Uh, Michael is kind of in it. I say that because he's always in the shadows. You don't really see him that much. You only see him when he's stalking Laurie, whatever, whoever his victim is in that movie. But it's a great movie. It's a classic. Number one S tier. We're gonna start with the next S tier, because I believe there's only two, and that is gonna be Halloween 2018. The reason I say 2018 is simply because it feels like the direct sequel that was really good. It like felt the perfect sequel to Halloween. Not saying that this guy is a good sequel. I just think that this is the perfect one where they're not brothers or sisters, which I think is not. I don't like that thing, but it's whatever. Halloween 2 did it good. Speaking of Halloween 2, that goes into A tier. The reason why I think it goes into A tier is just simply because I it's much like the original, just not as this guy here, but these two are really good. I just, yeah, that's what I think. And next up in A tier, we're gonna just go with Halloween 4. I love this movie. It's actually one of the first Halloweens I've ever seen. It's great. Captures that fall season pretty good. Give that like a 9 out of 10 for fall like. The intro is different than these three, where these all had pumpkin intros. This one has like more of like a farm, which they never went to a farm until this movie, which I'm confused why, but it's whatever. Still a great opening. Michael's mask, I think it's pretty good. Not as good as the others, per se, but it's really good. Uh, Especially the squid to your eyes, that's pretty cool and creepy, just looking at you with nothing in those eyes. Anyways, that is a good movie. It's really good. The gunshots, though, in this movie are weird. It's like a old... Pew, pew. Pretty cool, though. Alright, next one. I think these are the only two that are going to be in A tier. No, actually not. Next is going to be Halloween Ends. I really enjoyed this movie. I'm the few people that actually like this movie. Uh, I watched it twice. Still gets better every time. I get it. Michael is not was wasted in this movie. For some people, I think he was used well. I like how he was in the shadows, just like this one. I get it, Corey. Spoiler. Corey takes the mask off of this sucker, but he was beat down from this last movie by a mob. Like, he's also 65 years old. What are you gonna do? He's at his greatest in this movie. Once he uses his full potential and rage, it just gets depleted after and has to recharge. And after 4 years of being in a sewer, what are you gonna do? Just nothing. But I love the look of Michael in this. I think he looks really cool, especially the mold on this mask. I actually have this mask in my room right now. But I'm the few people that likes this movie. Uh, if you hate it, you hate it. If you love it, you love it. If you're in the middle, that's okay too. That's what I think. All right, now think that's all it's gonna be. Next is B tier. I'm gonna put Halloween 3. Of course, it has not Michael in it, but it's still like I love the themes in this movie. Great soundtrack. I love the idea of this movie. Really good movie. I like also how Michael has a cameo from this one, where it's a trailer. Even though it takes place like 1982, which I believe is after this movie, which they should have played the trailer for this one. But if it's this one, it probably takes place in 1979. I'm not sure, but whatever. I love the poster of this. I think it's pretty cool. All right, next up for B tier is Halloween 6, the theatrical version, because I don't like the producers cut that much. Okay, this is the most fall of all the Halloweens. These two capture fall pretty good, especially this one. The producer's cut does a great job on cinematography with the fall feel. Uh, this one just captures the more saturated look, which is okay. I mainly like gore in movies, so this was a good one, and I get it. Michael's curse. We're not gonna talk about that. And then the curse, or the producer's cut, he gets stopped by rocks, and I don't like that. Also, this is Ant-Man's first movie, I believe. From what I heard, I believe this is Paul Rudd's first movie that's been in. Uh, yeah, I enjoy this movie, especially the kills. This is one of my favorite Michael Myers ever. George P. River, rest in peace. Um, Great guy, great Michael of all. But I personally think James Jude Courtney is the best one out of all of these movies. Next one in B tier. Ooh, what am I gonna pick? I'm just gonna put H2O. I watched this movie. It's very Scream-like, which is what I like. Especially in one scene where I think the girl's on the floor and Michael's like slowly creeping up on her. It plays like a more of a Scream-like sound. It's pretty well though, especially with the Scream-like twist on the Halloween theme, or like it's like a Disney version of a Halloween theme, which I thought was pretty cool. Especially how they go through Laurie's like office, or I don't know, or the nurse from this movie, forgot her name. Uh, Room where it just zooms in on Michael's face on a sketch, or sketch of a face, whatever you call it. Still a great movie. I love the poster on this. I think it's pretty cool. Alright, next we got C tier. I'm putting kills first, because I still think it's higher than the rest of these. Whenever I watch it, it gets kind of bad for me. It's got one of my favorite Michaels in it, though. I think it's just Michael's movie, Laurie's movie, Allison's movie. I don't know whose movie this would be, but I definitely know this is Corey's movie. No, Laurie's movie. This is Michael's movie. I don't know about this one, though, but I think it's both of them. Anyways, the reason why Kills is at C, it's just the dialogue, the way it's filmed. I don't really like it that much. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely rewatchable, but it just gets worse for me every time. Eventually, I hope it doesn't go back down to here, but we're gonna keep it at C, high C. Okay, so yeah, favorite, good, okay movie. Next up in C tier, we are going to, let's see here. Let's just put that Halloween 5 here. It's not terrible like everyone else thinks. It is not. It's kind of like Halloween 4, just goofier, I should say. The cops ruin it too. The two cops that walk down from Michael's house with the clown music on it. Ugh. Disgusting. Should never do that in a Michael movie. Ever. Anyways, Michael is a good. John Chase is pretty cool. I think if he was, like, casted to do a better Michael, I think he would work really well. He's got the build for it. The mask is not great. Kind of worse than Halloween 4's. It's just more of a meaner look when Michael's not supposed to have expression like this one. There's really nothing I could say about this other than it's in C tier. Otherwise, it's got good kills. Jamie Lloyd is pretty cool in this movie. I think her best was in this one. She's not in this one because of money issues, but whatever. Don't need to know about that. But yeah, that's what I think. Next is D tier. Um, oh, one more thing. Halloween, Rob Zombies goes into C. I just don't like the whole first act. Second act is okay. The third act is pretty good because it's more like the Carpenter reimagining at the end. But the beginning, I just don't care for it. Don't care about Michael's backstory, but it's not all that bad. Like, I just think the Michael breaking out though is pretty cool. Especially that one guy who's like, "Hey, Michael." Never mind. Never mind. Let's move on. Next up, we got D tier. Second to worst movie of all. Halloween. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. It's not all that bad as people say, but it's definitely bad enough to be in this thing. Um, I just think that take out the white horse and take away the Hobo Myers look and make him like, I don't know, find a new mask that's similar to his mask, kind of like in Halloween 4, how he blew up in this and lost everything, including his mask, because it got all burnt away, and got a new mask in the movie. Like, that's a good idea. And why not just do that with this? If it starts to peel, like, this piece comes off, he realizes it, and it goes to find another mask. But he doesn't see the white horse and stuff, or have the hobo look. That would be a good movie. The theatrical version is better because I do not like hearing Michael talk, saying "die" and killing Loomis. That's not how. It's not how you do it. It's not how you do it. But it's very. I do like the poster though. I think the poster is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Next up, we have F tier. Halloween Resurrection. Now, Michael's pretty brutal. I get it, but he's just If Bradley was in a better version of Resurrection, I think it would be cool. Take out all the camera acting or whatever of like a house show. That's pretty cool. Also take out Buster Rhymes and pains me. Him doing karate against a hulking brute. Like, if Michael is smart enough to survive getting decapitated by Laurie in this movie, why can't he be smart enough in this movie? Makes no sense. The mask is not all that great. It looks like it's got makeup on it. Just don't like the mask. I don't like the look of Michael that much. I definitely say it's an improvement on this. It just wasn't executed properly, in a way. I just don't like having the cameras. I don't want to watch this at all. I just don't. The poster's alright, but they have like the H2O version of Laurie for some reason in a knife, even though she's, spoiler, dead in the first act. Actually, the first like 3 minutes, I believe. Because that's against, I guess, Michael's priority. If you're gonna kill off Laurie, do it at the end of the movie. Like Michael and Laurie showdown, kind of like this, kind of like Halloween Ends, but just maybe do it better. I guess they could have done it better, but it was just not in the right direction whatsoever. Anyways, any final thoughts about these movies? Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I think it could have been better. That's all I could say. It could have been better, just wasn't executed properly, and I just don't like it. I just prefer other movies over this one. Any more final thoughts? I would say, let's first rearrange anything that needs to be rearranged. And my thoughts. I would say I could probably rewatch Halloween 5 More to Kills, but personally, I don't want to make people too pissed than already it is. Already am making people pissed, but too bad, too sad. Yeah, I think this is a solid list for me. If you can post down your list in the comments of what you prefer, comment your top 5 favorite Halloween movies. Because we're definitely doing more tier lists of these. But instead, next video would definitely be like a Friday the 13th Nightmare on Elm Street. Whatever. We're definitely doing that. I think this is a pretty solid list. As I said before, it's pretty good. My favorites are definitely these two. These are the ones that I tend to watch the most. I haven't rewatched these yet, though. I've only watched this one a lot more. So these are like Halloween 5, 4, Ends, Halloween 2, Halloween, and Halloween 18. These are like the only ones that I've rewatched multiple times because they're pretty cool. Other than this one. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed in this video, and hopefully you guys think this is a solid list. Subscribe, like, do what you gotta do to help support the channel, and bye.